Kevin, a very successful Boxing Day for you. 2-0 home win over Halesowen Town here at the Sears Stadium. Imagine you're pretty delighted with what you've seen there.
Really pleased with it. Of course, the result is the most important thing, and getting the result like we did. The way that all the lads, dug in for each other at certain times. Played on the counter through the second period, but just overall how we managed the game and get ourselves in the box seat like we did, and delighted just for the lads and everybody at the club. It's nice where you can turn up, and Boxing Day games are always difficult. Halesowen a really good side with good individuals that come up, can find moments at any time. I just thought the way that we managed them and didn't allow anything to really occur too much. There were one or two moments in the first half we maybe lived a little bit dangerously, but delighted the result. Hopefully everyone comes out of it, and we now look towards Hitchin.
Sure. Again, it was another example of being able to, I wouldn't say put the game to bed, but you had the game under your control. I mean, the second goal came on the stroke of half time, but a little bit, I suppose, reminiscent of a couple of earlier home wins we've had here recently, where you have taken control of the game early on, and it makes such a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we missed one really early on where the front three combined terrifically. Steno's competing with the ball, it ends up the other side of him, and then Ellis helps it on, and Ricky's got in a really good moment. And again, he'll be disappointed that he didn't score, but he hasn't let it affect his game, which is crucially the most important thing. I just thought the way that we went about our work. As I say, we had to be against the ball at times, and you have to understand that. And I love my sides to be organised and disciplined within what they do. And I felt that improved. There were one or two moments in the first half where the midfield three just maybe make wrong decisions and maybe didn't quite win the ball when we needed them to in crucial areas. But it didn't amount to a great deal. But second period, they were fantastic. The three of them and everybody working really, really hard for one another. And it's just nice when the game had a bit of all sorts in it. It was a bit of end to end in the first period. Score a couple of decent goals. Our restart delivery was good today. Asked questions all day long. I think we should have had another goal. We may have been a little bit fortunate at one or two times when the balls flashed across the box, and I think Sam's got a crucial block in, and maybe Orin as well. But look, you need to do that. Halesowen, as I say, fantastic club. Manager and management that really understand the game at this level and beyond, and good players that are able to deliver at this level, and it's nice to come through the other side of it and regroup for a massive game against Hitchin.
Sure. You mentioned the midfield there. It is a relatively new midfield combination in James Armson, and then with the younger legs of Harry Hawkins and Remy Walker. To me, it looks as though that the energy that Harry's bringing in there is allowing Remy a bit more opportunity to get forward as well.
Yeah, possibly so. Remy's, as I said many times, he's been a big player for us, and it's about finding those combinations and making them work. Jimmy's a terrific player, comes up with a massive goal for us on Saturday, and just thought as the game went on, his knowledge and understanding of the game, his decision making, and putting the ball in the right areas when you don't maybe need to do too much, when he's playing on the counter and setting the likes of Ricky free and Ellis free and getting us up the field. It's big when those moments are occurring, and we had a lot of counter-attacking moments towards the latter part of the second half, and we really should be doing better and finishing the job. We've had the best moments and chances throughout the game. We haven't had the most possession, but look, sometimes you have to win the game like that and respect what the opposition are all about, and we've done exactly that today.
Sure. You did have to make a couple of changes today. Obviously, Ellis Miles came back in at right back, which meant Jordan Piggott switching to left back. Probably not too many people surprised at that, because even though that Joe Morris had a very capable game on Saturday, big fixture this one. You want your big players.
Yeah, and Ellis has got that little bit more experience and understanding. Has had a terrific game for us. Joe had a good game for us on Saturday, was it? Yeah. And he'd be disappointed to come out the side, but when you've got the opportunity to play somebody that's worked with you and been as focused and diligent, and is the way he's conducted himself whilst trying to squeeze his way back in the side has been excellent. And he deserved the moment today. And that's no slight on Joe. He's a young man that's got a great future ahead of him. I'm sure of that. Same as Harry. It's just he sees it from another angle. One thing I don't want to do is overface those young players, and Harry's only 18, 19 years old. Joe's the same. For any side to be at the sharp end of it, with players as young as that in the group, and maybe too many of them, sometimes it can go overboard, sometimes not. But my experience is just trying to find and strike that balance where you're putting enough experience out there and understanding out there with enough legs and energy and youthfulness. Hopefully we've got the balance right today and see how we can set up on Saturday.
Sure, you pleased with Ellis Brown's contribution today?
Yeah, he's done terrific for us. The energy that he shows, and just got to try and help him with a bit of composure in certain moments, because he gets in lots of good areas. When he makes the right decision and shows, and brings the skill set that he's got right, to the table, he's a problem and a threat, and I've just got to try and help him just realise that a little bit more consistently, and certainly right at the high end of the field when moments in front of goal where he's got a little bit, a bit of work to do. He knows that and understands that, and if we can bring that, to his game, then clearly we've got a, fantastic player on our hands.
Sure. You spoke about Hitchin on Saturday. It is quite a short rest period, really. It is just one day, so there's not going to be any chance to work with the players ahead of that. You've got a few absentees as well. I mean, Jakub Krasinski missed out today, wasn't available. Byron Moore wasn't available today as well. What's the prognosis on the squad?
Jakub's a bit of an issue. It's down the inside of his knee that is an issue there, and he had a fitness test, and like I say, there's still some discomfort there. I don't think we're hoping it's not anything more serious. But obviously, when you're feeling that bit of discomfort, and having experienced that myself as a player, I know how difficult that can be. Look, it makes sense to rest it until it is right, and he's strong enough and confident enough to go back in. Byron had a tight calf today. There's obviously a strong possibility he may be available for Saturday. A couple more days rest. Not certain on that. But Jordan Cranston joining us after a 2-match ban is big for us. Naturally left-footed and playing at left back just brings that little bit of balance. But let me say, Jordan dropping in there and Byron dropping in there, and the way they get on with the job, and just literally do exactly that, get on with the job and don't moan and groan about it. Terrific guys that you need within the group, and we've got, I think, plenty of those. Sometimes need a bit of help just in one or two areas of their game, but look, they've done great today and deserve all the plaudits that they get.
Sure. And just to mention, for the fact your coaching staff is a little bit short today, Mark Noon and Rhys Morris both unwell. We're asking them to stay away after this, I would imagine.
It did get mentioned in the change room, but they probably won't want to hear that. No, we miss them today. Terrific guys, big part of helping me and making my job easier. And I miss them in the dugout when they're not stood by you and helping you and forcing the issues. Are great around the place. Really popular fellas, and it's disappointing. It's never nice to be ill, but when you're ill at this time of year, it just feels actually a little bit worse, doesn't it? And listen, we wish them a speedy recovery, and hopefully they can get themselves back to full fitness and hopefully available Saturday. We'll see how things go. We miss them, but hopefully they'll feel the result is the right sort of tonic and pick me up that they need, and we get them in that dugout again as soon as possible.
Sure. Nice to see Carl Storer stepping in to help with the pre-match stuff as well.
Yeah, and just the lads understanding that. And I said in there, obviously, I'm lucky to have some really good people around me and players as well that have got that attitude to Carl would want to be playing. Rhys would want to be playing, Goods would want to be playing, but like I say, the attitude that they show and the application they show and understanding of the help that I may need along the side there throughout the game is fantastic, and they'll all get I'm sure in the dugout at some stage in whatever capacity and want to do that as they get to that stage of their careers. So it's good for them, and I like that, hopefully the fact that they can have a bit of learning, understanding and feel of maybe a little bit the other side of it. But like I say, good people make things work, and they're all, they are all good people, no doubt about that, and you'll be disappointed when they're not playing. It's important you show the right attitude, more importantly for your teammates than anything else. Pleased with today. You can enjoy a day or so of rest, and then like I say, we'll go again against Hitchin, hopefully with a few more available.
Sure. Kevin, thanks as much as always for your time. Let you get back home. Plenty of leftovers to get to, I'm sure, but we've picked over the bones of this one enough, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.